Welcome to another Field of Glory 2 Digital League battle. This is Season 10, High Middle Ages, Division A. In this match against Cliocles, I have my Polish with Baltic Tribes allies against his Irish with Anglo Irish allies. Okay, so looking at the army lists, the Irish army, who with the allies has only up to 2 knights, but it can get a healthy cavalry complement of 6 non-knightly cavalry units. The main strength is the enormous mobs of medium foot, picked Irish foot, superior, heavy weapon, unprotected. Irish foot, average, only 33 points though. Bunch of trash. For range options, it's mainly light infantry, especially javelin men, a couple of longbowmen if you want some. This terrain is largely open, however, this hill, which he can get to first, is height 100, so giving 100 POA, not the usual 25. So I have acquired Master Archers here. A bit risky, they won't do too well in melee, but then again, this hill is also height 100. I've also nabbed a number of Light Slingers for 24 points each, 1 extra Light Archer. Most of the Irish army is going to be unarmored. I don't have much in the way of cavalry on my left flank, just 1 unit of knights to threaten any movement here. I'm hoping to hold off any mass cavalry movements here, just with the terrain, the threat of my knights, and, if needed, my unit of peasants to zone of control from the forest. On the right, I have the bulk of my cavalry, because this is good cavalry country and I wouldn't want him getting around. And otherwise, I filled in by maxing my Baltic foot and picked Baltic foot, so they are impact foot, protected. The protected will be nice against range fire, against the Irish heavy weapons, they won't do anything. However, these are impact foot, so they should be able to do okay even against the superior enemies. So the question is, how much cavalry will he get, and how much ranged will he get? Or will he just go all in on the infantry spam, which honestly is probably the best thing he could do. Be a good test of these Irish, he says. Well, let's see what he's got. Oh no. I did not expect that, to be honest. Max skirmishers backed by Welsh longbowmen. So we have our hill. So what we're going to have to do is delay here and attack here. I suppose we pretty much have to seize this hill, even if it's going to get dangerous. Get our impact foot forward. What are these? Sergeants, noble cavalry, and kerns. We can obliterate them if we can make contact. Making contact will be the difficult part. Knights forward, and all extra infantry skirmishers are going to head to the hill. That's where they're needed. Maybe fill that gap and forward, push right. So these 3 knights are going to push into this open country. Just head straight forward. Okay, noble cavalry and mounted crossbowmen are going to be as aggressive as possible in hitting his non-knightly cavalry. And here, sit back and get forward. Actually, what can we see? Not more than that. Noble cavalry. Okay, so our defensive spearmen and our knights can hang back to counter any flanking movement. And our peasants can just hold this forest if any cavalry should venture in. Otherwise, we'll just stay in here. They're a large unit size, which pads out our rout percent for a mere 15 points. Next turn. So we're just out of close bow shot now. Makes sense. We won't try to chase down these horsemen. That would be a waste of time. Should have more light cavalry. Okay, so we're just going to have to hold the line here, while attacking this direction. What's going to be awkward is if his whole army shifts over here, then pushes up this way. I might want to, in fact, turn these Baltic foot and get them over on this wing. Next turn. Okay, well, clearly we need to not move this way, so we'll just turn the entire army to march over here. Which is not what I would have wanted to do. But the last thing I should be doing is trying to hurl myself up this 100-height hill to rough on it. Well, those cavalrymen are still there. Should be able to at least kill them, right? Work on getting behind. Dispatch one unit of knights to ensure that we win this, but otherwise we're going to start switching over. I suppose we must open up. Can't really win this skirmishing, but what we can hope to do is at least prevent him from shredding my master archers. Really, I wish I had enough men deployed here to cover this hill. But I suppose he wouldn't be going that way anyway. It is tempting to try to charge up this height, but I don't think it would work out in our favor. So we have to be at peace with our choices then. Yep. Next turn. Okay, we're just going to ignore this, and there's no point even trying to catch them. Here come the longbowmen. Let's pull you back. It really matters. Wheel away and away. Yeah, we are not going to try to chase this down. Instead, we're going to, since he won't accept battle in the open, we're not going to try to chase him to a forest or something. Instead, we're going to try to redeploy all the way over here. It's going to be a pain. It might involve an assault on the hilltop, but if we're lucky, if we have enough time and things don't go too bad, we can shift our heavy hitters to open country here. To that end, I might end up needing to inch forward a little bit. Let's get ready to do so. And let's start shifting some of our mediums over as well. We have others to help hold the hill. These guys need to move over and either seize a ridge or at least threaten to. Next turn. Good. I mean, maybe good is a bit of an overstatement, but Alright, keep backing off. Back out of the main fire arc. And loose. Forward. Pull back. Good. Give him a little shove. And again. Again. And again. That's why I shouldn't have done that. Well, at least we get a break out of it. Good. Disrupt on the longbowmen. Got here picked Irish foot. What happens here? Access to targets, but probably not the most intelligent thing I could do. If they close back in, we'll try to catch them. Well, you're here, so why not? Now we could try to push with the knights, but they would just slip by us, so we have to accept that we can't take this. So now you can post up here on high ground again and plank away. Nothing much I can do about it. Okay. Interesting battle. Dominated by the terrain, really. Next turn. Painful. Go for the disrupt there, we might need to pull them back. Ooh, yep. Well, I have a renewed determination not to charge up that hill. I mean, look at that. Not worth it. So get away. He might rear charge me, but then we'll fall back. Not a huge deal. If I charge with these knights, they'll run off somewhere. Probably completely stupid. But I also want to keep my archers shooting, so screw it. Let's see what stupid place they end up in. Okay, get away. And loose. Draw. Good. Who else do we got? More medium foot. It's all very annoying. I can't engage them. I could charge here. This is just all obnoxious. We're going to keep shifting over. The question is, should I try to push uphill? Doesn't really seem worth it. Might have to advance next turn. Who's left? Masked archers. Any point in moving them? Not really. I think they're fine where they are. Maybe they need to move here, but I'm going to leave them be. Next turn. Rally on the longbowmen. Not a big surprise. Come on, hold firm. Okay, good. Can't endure much of that, though. We've got to get a move on. Rear attack. If we don't disrupt, 22 casualties is unfortunate, but we held firm and now we can charge them on flat ground, which is much better. Hopefully we pursue into the longbowmen. Even with the height 100, should be decent impact, and we can fall back from bad things. Unless that happens. Why haven't we fallen back here? I don't understand. Huh. Okay, well, whatever. Let's charge you, and then hopefully not that. Okay. Well, gentle slope. I really don't want to charge down, said gentle slope. Give these a shove. Right, then what? Hit the longbowmen? Why not? Good. Draw. Advance. Get the hell out of the way. Advance. Okay. You try bouncing these spearmen. Nope. Fair enough. What happens here? A frag. Do I dare? No. Well, that's awkward. We might need to make it less awkward. Alright, we'll back around. Knights forward. You move to harass the cavalry, and you continue to move to assist. And with having us be 8 turns into the game and ahead by 6 points, I'm going to officially predict losing the match. I know it's kind of obnoxious, but I think I have a good reason for my pessimism here. Namely, losing these knights and just being out of position and about to get shot up. It's not pretty. Next turn. Could get dangerous. Yeah, I can't wait for him to start running low on arrows. Might have overextended here. Good, he did have to turn and face me. Starting to try to threaten flanks. Let's make that difficult. Now, first of all, let's charge into impact. No dice. Then what? Here? Very dangerous. Let's try it. Held firm and fall back. Okay. Hold here. I could charge here. I would end up pushing uphill. But I don't think I have much choice. Take a check. Delightful. Well, now you're gonna have to get shot at. It's a wonderful little pattern we found ourselves in. Let's see if we can do the same to him. Good. Okay, now what? Let's push on. That's annoying too. Hell with it, we don't have time to mess around. We will turn you back around. And go for a disrupt? Nope. Lock them in with the peasants. Ugh. Let's keep them immobile. It's your command all the way down over there. We are getting surrounded and shot to pieces. This is kind of what I was afraid of with this Irish list. And I think overall the terrain helps because it makes so that I can't just attack with my knights here. But maybe the mistake was not getting more missile troops. Yeah. Next turn. Well, we can only hope that they start to run low on ammunition soon. It's pretty bad when that's what your hopes are depending on. That's right, draw off. Box this in so we can't withdraw from the Kerns. Well, first off, let's attempt to go for a frag here. Good. And wait a second. Why can't... Oh, you're fragged too. Well, let's see. Face them. Shift over. Can't end up threatened by being down height 100. Push forward. Advance. Do I care about the longbowmen? I don't really want them to rally. And which way do we advance? This way or this way? Probably that's the more dangerous direction. Hold on your hill for the moment. Now I could charge here, but then I'd probably follow up into the picked Irish foot and then get flanked by the Irish foot. If I charge here and I catch them, I could get flanked. So unfortunately, I think I need to... Oh, good. I mean, it's not totally ideal, but I thought I was going to halt here and get charged and flanked. Instead, we have a fighting chance. I could shut these guys off, they'd probably evade, but then I would be exposed to a downhill charge. So I think I need to stand here for the moment and hope I don't get crushed in this melee. The things I say. Well, you are hopefully going to be able to move away, but if they both break, it could shatter these units' morale, and that could decide the battle. Wheel about, face the Kerns then, and this is unfortunate. Well, get in. Hopefully swordsman ability helps enough. Go for a bounce, I assume. Yep. Putting on some pressure. Draw. Okay. Let's be ready. No, that could open us up. Damn, this is terrible. Next turn. Yeah, this could cost me the game. Oh yeah, that is tremendously awful. Didn't evade. Interesting. We'll have to zone of control lock the cavalry so our knights don't get flanked. This damned 100 height means this is an even fight. Well, first of all, we need to break this unit and probably disrupt this unit of Irish foot. So, say hello. Good. Now, break them. And maybe, no. Hold firm at disrupted, which means that because of the 100 height hill, things will remain fairly even. Here, turn here. Let's get some hits in on the sergeants. Then go for the knightly charge. Nothing spectacular. Turn and confront the noble cavalry. Could set up a flank charge here. No, we can't. They're unmaneuverable. Okay. Let's work on these kerns then. Now, unfortunately here, I'm going to have to move my master archers next turn. There we go. Rejoin the skirmishing, I suppose. Here we'll have peasants against Irish foot. That'll be very awkward. How's this melee? It's okay. We need to hope to fall back, honestly. Now so they could charge. So unfortunately, we have been forced. Even if we move here, we can charge. So the knights might just be a lost cause. Well, hell, let's see what happens then. Not ideal. More arrows. Well, I suppose we can work on this unarmored Irish foot. You over. It's looking very bad. Clycles says this is a real tense one. I don't think I can win this, though. But it looks like I'll at least be able to do some more damage on my way out. Yeah, I disrupted here fighting archers because they're up the slope, unfortunately. Shows the power of those 100 height hills. Yeah, axemen against peasants. Not a good day for the peasants. Alright, he's gonna... Oh, they bounced. That saved me from a flank, at least this turn. Oh, interesting. Oh, that worked out for him. Now he'll charge again, so this hill is just proving to be death, which is not that surprising. Held firm, fall back, and you got the flank anyway. Yeah, it's all coming apart. Just that lack of numbers and that giant hill is just screwing me. Let myself get suckered into it. I mean, the main problem was the way it deployed made it really inconvenient to try to re-engage here. And charging that hill was a bad idea no matter what. Well, let's move to, well, damn it, we're under the hill again. We're on low arrows. Shoot at the kerns. Get out of the way. Here, take a pot shot, that's fine. Now, charge in for impact. Held firm again. Ah. Be a waste of ammo to shoot at that point. Okay, set up a flank maybe, or set up a flank. We can't. Ostman would block it. Good. Alright, well here we're gonna break, and the only question is which direction do we run? We don't break. I would actually rather that we had broken. Ugh. Damned hill. That damned hill. Okay. We got the height 100 advantage ourselves here. Occupy this rough. How is this? Terrible. Yeah, we're down 150 POA. If we can survive for a while, the combat strength modifier will kick in our favor, but I don't think we're going to survive for that long of a while. Do we do it? Why not? Great. What about that? That's not so pretty. Neither is that. So instead, get ready to follow up against any pursuers. Oop, that's a bit ugly. Could turn and shoot, and we'll evade or stand. It's all pretty bad. Screw it. I don't really want to waste a unit, so we might as well just draw them in and see what happens. Okay, this is awful. Not awful yet, but it will be. Then what? They'll just evade. Don't want to be stuck under this hill again, but I will need protection for my archers, yes? 1, 2, 3, 4 units. Maybe not. Maybe I'll turn and get ready to shuffle over here. Looking very grim, I think. Next turn. Do they break yet? Oh yeah. Do you hold firm at least? Good. Ugh. Yep, there's that downhill, so this unit's also hosed. Nice, he's got that height there. Set up a flank. Yep. We're just overextended. Well, at least we held the cohesion. Don't know what good that's gonna do. Well, I suppose we might as well. Let's see, are you close to breaking? Pretty damn close to breaking, which means I should enjoy the fun here. I should turn around. Delightful. General up here. Oh. Oh, good thing I put that guy there. Damn it. Can't really do much with this unit. Alright, try for impact. You are useless. Get that cohesion drop going. Okay, that was not very impressive. Held firm. What can we even try to do here? Get out of the way. At least that way we have a chance to fall back. Start raining arrows. Not even gonna bother trying for cohesion checks because we're on low ammo. And as tempting as a charge forward here is, I think I need to be prepared for these units to show up. But what's really going to happen is that we're going to torn apart here, and then there's going to be a gap. Ugh. Well, at least we're inflicting casualties. Next turn. Do we auto break? Not yet, but next turn we will. Oh yeah, here it comes. At least we held firm, but he's just gonna keep doing it. What does that do to us here? Nothing good. Uh-huh. But at least we fell back uphill. Finally. Maybe we can get that unit out of there then. You've generaled up to finish off the peasants because combat strength modifier is starting to come into my favor. That should do them in. Oh yeah. If we get a pushback, we can hack our way to safety, but no. 82 to win, and nothing much comes of it. I wonder if we can auto-break them before we get flanked. It doesn't seem terribly likely. Good. How about a double drop? Well, it's worth a suggestion. There's auto-break on our unit. Held firm. Try again. Held firm. Okay. Well, what about a frag then? How about it? It's gonna take a lot because we're on low ammo, but it's worth the shot. Good. Get out of check range for the peasants break. Complete waste of time. Frag, but not broken. How about you? Good. Pursue out of check range? No. We could attempt shoving them off map. I think at this point it's worth it. Nope, not quite. I could go for the charge here, and while that would be nice and all, it would still leave me downslope again, and I can't. I've got PTSD from this slope. It's not happening. This is not 100 heights, so he can just charge away and still do well. Let's escape. Alright, so we're gonna lose, but we're gonna do at least a little bit more damage on the hill, at least. Next turn. The gutting continues. Yeah. That was kind of nice. He's trying to set up the flank there. We need to hope to break the cavalry first. You have the slope, so even though we're disrupted, it's not completely awful. I mean, it's pretty awful. Too bad about those guys not rallying up. Gotta hope for a break now. Damn it. That means we're gonna get flanked. That's really a shame. frags. I was hoping to break through and follow up. How bad? Quite bad. We could charge downhill. Let's do it. Good. Now he's gonna set up the flank. Maybe I should have turned this unit first, get the 100 height. Nothing to be done about it now. These guys can turn though, the next turn they can move here. That ought to help a bit. This remains terrible. Oh yeah. Well, keep them from coming back easily, I suppose. If we don't break here, we could countercharge. They'll evade, but I guess it'll keep us from getting flanked at least this turn, so it's worth it. Good. Although it does throw away my slingers too. Yeah, we're still gonna lose, but we're still gonna do some more damage first. Next turn. I don't think we'll lose this turn, but maybe in 2 to 3 turns. Rear attack, and it just bounces off, and it's actually cool. Okay. Yes. Oh, the peasants, they are a large unit. Good. That's not so wonderful. Disruption on the Ostmen. Here we have height 100 to even things out. Not that it mattered. Ugh, some crucial cohesion checks have gone terribly wrong. Really? Okay, well, a wheel around this way, not that it's likely to matter. Charge downhill. And prepare to charge. What have we got here? Nothing we can do, really. We're gonna get flanked no matter what, unfortunately. Yep, I'm gonna lose this unit, and there's nothing I can do to prevent it. Shove them off map. That is our sole accomplishment. Grim. Oh yeah, and then you die. Clacles has reached the gooey center. Gross. Or delicious, but I think gross. Well, that's something at least. Oh, I missed that. Oh, yeah, that's it. Well, we got in our 25% at least. Bounce that with impact, but next turn he'll just lock them in and do it again. Okay, this is pretty much done unless we get a miracle roll here. Nope, they stuck it despite losing. Well, we have to do that. And we're still doomed. Yeah, who even knows what to do in this kind of situation? They go for a break. Good. And they hold firm. Come on. Alright, lock them into the rough ground. This is just ridiculous. I can't kill defensive spearmen by charging them in the rear. Fine. Turn around. So it looks like we've reached the end, or just about. Clacles mentions hills held up your better troops long enough for me to finally get numbers on you. Yeah, we'll break it down at the end of the match, but that's definitely what happened. Nice. There's 60. There we go. So I'd say overall, not that the match was impossible or anything, but overall, I lost this battle at deployment. So when I tried to anchor here and spread out for battle in the open, my army had unmaneuverable knights and unmaneuverable Baltic foot, and it took me probably too long to recognize that Clycleves was not going to face me here. And I should have simply deployed everyone here, stretched out the line here, and stood my ground. That would not have been conducive to a win, because then Clycleves could stand here-ish, but it would have at least allowed a draw. Given the larger number of units that he had, this sort of situation where I was getting outflanked, where he could anchor his flank on this 100 height hill, which again gives 100 POA impact and melee, it was not going to go well, and it didn't. Now, granted, if I'd had some more luck here, maybe I could have pulled it off, but any plan that depends on you being lucky is not a good plan. So I think something to remember in this kind of situation then is when you have the smaller and less mobile army, you might have to be in the mentality of playing for a draw, at least at first, from the beginning, and then seeing what opportunities arise instead of planning to play aggressively in a way that would depend on your opponent playing to your strengths, which if they're any good, they're not going to do, and Clycleves obviously is very good. So, a good game and well done, and best of luck in the rest of the tournament.